Hey Planner fam, it's Chloe here, and guess what? I've been traveling about again, just short little trips, so I have totally downsized my planner again. If you don't know, if you're new around here, I'm normally in an A5 Moterm Luxe. That's my stay-at-home planner. It just stays on my desk. Generally, I don't take it anywhere other than from my desk downstairs, maybe upstairs to my bedroom, maybe to the dining room table, but it doesn't leave the house. But for travel, that thing is kind of bulky and heavy. It's not going to just chuck into an overnight bag. So I tend to downsize, and I've got this compact little setup here. How lush is this little corduroy bag? Very, very tactile. Perfect size for getting the essentials that I need in here. So let's have a quick look inside before I do my overhead view. I've got my pencil case, very aesthetic with the whole like retro cream and brown vibe. I've got my morning pages journal, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. Oh, actually, let's talk about it now, because I've been talking about morning pages a lot recently. So I've heard about this principle from the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and I will excuse me, I will pop a link below, because I've been talking about this book a lot recently because I found the practice of morning pages so life-changing. So my morning routine is wake up, get the coffee on, make a hot lemon water, do my daily devo as I drink my hot lemon water, and then I go grab my coffee and do 20 minutes of journaling morning pages, which is just a cathartic practice of getting all of the mental clutter out, like clearing that out, downloading it, so that ideas can be born. In fact, I did an article on Medium where I talked about how morning pages, this simple practice of doing this every morning, can literally birth one great idea every day. I'll pop a link to the article below because I'm quietly pleased with myself. It's one of my better writing pieces, shall we say. I've also got my pack of stickers in here. So this is actually a little credit card wallet, and I use it for my mini icon stickers because they're just like the perfect credit card size to fit in here. I can get a whole bunch in here. I've got loads, and I like to use my mini icons just to highlight little things on my weekly spread, just to make it easier and quicker to see what's going on during that week. And then last but not least, I've got to share the planner. Like, how long are we into this video? I have gone with the Malden. So this is a pre-loved Filofax Malden. It's the personal size. The rings, I think, are probably around 25 millimeters, and I found this on eBay, and I think once you add the shipping cost in, it was probably maybe half price, a third off, around about there. So definitely good value. It's in pretty good working order. The rings are good. There's only a few little spots where there's some red biro marks, but to be honest, it's nothing to write home about. The wear on the leather is still very, very good. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with this find. And I'm quite pleased with the Malden. I know some people kind of love it, some people kind of don't, but it's grown on me, let's put it this way. I wasn't chomping at the bit to use it when I first got it. I was like, what have I done? Like, I'm an A5 girl. Why have I got this personal size planner? I'm never going to use it. But I didn't have any inserts to put in it, and I didn't have any reason to use it until on my planner journey, these little trips kept popping up, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And then it was, thank goodness I've got my smaller size planners. So let's dive into the overhead view. Let's shimmy the camera around, and I'll show you how I've got this planner set up. So here we are in the overhead view. Let's just put my pencil case and morning pages journal to one side, get rid of the stickers, and let's dive into this gorgeous Filofax Malden. So this setup, I just love it. I've got this gorgeous little planner pin by Colour Cafe stuck here. It's not going to stay in this planner, but I was just so desperate to use it. It wasn't meant for this planner, but I think the gold would have looked nicer with this stone colour. But yeah, I'm planning on using this in my pebbled Dusty Rose Moterm, but I'm not using that at the moment because I'm traveling. So I had to just stick it in here anyway. Now up front, I've just got a couple of sticky notes. These are by Plan by Stowe. I will pop links to everything below. If you've seen any of my videos before, you'll know my task card woes. I keep carrying these flipping task cards around with me and I'm not using them, but I just love the way they look. Like, who else does that? Comment below. Do you have things in your planner which are meant to serve a functional purpose, but you're just not using them the way they're intended and they've just stayed in there because they're just so gorgeous that you don't want to take them out? I've got the card from my Colour Cafe order, which has got a gorgeous UV spot varnish on there. I really love her little thank you cards. I've got this other little card that I created, which just says being intentional, which is a bit of a theme up front. I'm going to change this theme. I wanted to change it before I went traveling about, but I didn't have time, so that's a bit of a womp womp. I've just got the card from the Sparkle Planner Charm packaging, and then I've got this little pack of freebies which I still haven't used. They're freebies from Plan by Stowe, Papertarie and Colour Cafe from my different orders, and I just keep packaging them up into here and keeping them together, and you know, one day I will. Like, I don't want to use them because they're so cute, but yeah, I should use it. This acetate flyleaf is from my other Filofax planner, which is a Saffiano, a compact Saffiano. I just thought I'd put it in here to protect my intentional dashboard, which has this fab, it's almost like a marbled stone, not like a full-on marble stone. I like how this isn't that typical white and grey veined marble that you see everywhere. It's this it's just got this really earthy yet calm hue to it. Then I've got vellum layered over the top of a plain. This is like a linen fabric dashboard. And then finally my intentional dashboard, which is just pinned for some reason. Why did I do that? I don't know. Pinned to the calendar page from the Filofax because I didn't have a small year calendar to pop in here. And then I've worked with the Filofax dividers that came with my Saffiano because I bought that new, and I've decided to use them this time. And my last setup for travel, I was in the Saffiano, but I didn't use these dividers, whereas this time I've decided to use them. So my first section is my Hello 2022 month on 2 pages layout, and what I did was I didn't bother filling in any of the months that had passed. I decided when I last travelled to just start from the current month and fill in any important dates up until the end of the year, just in case someone throws a date at me and I need to be able to do a bit of pre-planning around what's already gone, around what I've already got going on. I just thought it'd be handy to have this in there. So I'm not going to show you everything that I got going on, but yeah, I have filled it out so that I can see and do any pre-planning. My next section is another Colour Cafe thing, and like this cute little clip. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by little cute things. This little paper clip thing is just so flipping cute. This is from Cult Pens. I think it's cultpens.com, where I ordered a few pens recently, and they always use these cute little clip things on the invoices, and I'm like, yes please, this is a perfect little colour combo set up in my planner. So yes, this is my weekly plan. I like to do a weekly plan at the start of the week and then a review at the end of the week. So the week that I was away staying at my mum's, I've just written down a few basic things. So I like to have a motivational, and the motivational is usually based around what I feel like I need to be motivated in for that week ahead. So last last week when I filled this in, it was no amount of money or success can take the place of time spent with your family, which I thought was so appropriate because I was traveling up to see my mum. It was just me and the kids, and we got to spend some really good bonding time, which was, funnily enough, my intention for the week, bonding time with the kids. And I also got some bonding time with my mum and my stepdad, so that was nice. My priorities: play games. I didn't get around to doing my 2023 inserts. I've still got a bit of work to do on that. And I've had a bunch. July and August are like birthday months. We are Team July, Team August around here. So yeah, there was quite a bit of expense. So I just needed to make sure that I was doing the cards, getting the gifts sorted, and all of the things. I also like to note down a goal to achieve and why, as well as I use these 3 columns, checklist columns below, for people that I need to contact, any shopping that I need to do, so bits that I need to buy, bits that I need to order, things that I'm waiting for, or things that I need to return. And then finally, the last column is for errands. And then I'm not going to show you the next page. I will show you an unfilled one because the review is kind of personal. It's where you analyze how you feel you've actually done by looking at your plan and seeing what were your wins. Did you work through your priorities? Did you achieve your goal? Did your intention pan out the way that you wanted? What do I need to revisit? So where did you not tick things off your errand list, for example? What did I learn? Like, there's always something that you would have learned either about yourself or about the world, whether it's professional development or personal development or spiritual development. And then finally, what am I thankful for? Now, I do a daily gratitude at the end of every day anyway, but I also like to do this sort of overarching gratitude for the end of the week, like finding the things that I'm like, yeah, that was really epic and I'm really thankful for it. Next section is my weekly agenda, and this is an old one. And in here, I just have my week on one page. I use my little mini icon stickers to highlight certain things. These little date dots and the mini icon stickers, and even these little shape ones, they are by Papertarie. I will pop a link below because up until 30th of September 2022, I'm on the PR team, so you can save 15%. Totally take advantage of that because her little icon stickers are on point. I absolutely adore them. Also on my weekly setup, I've got my, as I said before, my daily gratitude, any other little notes that I need to keep track of, and then a couple of little habit trackers down here. I've been trying to build the habit of no screen time in the morning. I've got this terrible habit of when I wake up, I check my phone. So what I've been trying to do is I use an app called Lectio 365 for my daily devotionals every morning. So what I've done is I've got into the habit at night, I download the following morning's devotional so that I can put my phone on airplane mode, and I try not to switch it off airplane mode until I've done my daily dev, I've done my morning pages, and then I can switch on data and be bombarded with other people's agendas, basically, and looking at nonsense on social media sometimes. Next section is my habit tracker, and I've tried to minimize this down for travel because I want to keep on track of logging that I'm doing my daily devo, that I'm doing my morning pages, that I'm doing 20 minutes of exercise or hitting my 10k steps, tracking my mood. This mood part is blank because I really couldn't be bothered to fill it in. I keep a track in my A5 planner, but I wanted just to fill it in a little bit for my travel size. Like when I went traveling was around about here. So yeah, it's a thing. We'll move on. So the next section is my list section. And in here, I've actually got a list of general things that I need to pack whenever I travel. It's like a checklist so that I don't forget any of the important stuff. I found this really helpful in just alleviating some of that anxiety of like, oh, have I remembered this? Have I forgotten anything? You know, that kind of run through you do in your head once you've hit the road to hit your destination. You're like, ugh, did I pack XYZ? Well, if I've checked through my list, I can just quash that thought by saying, no, you've checked your list. You don't need to have this like mini panic attack about forgetting something. You've checked your list. And yeah, anyone else do that? Like, I highly recommend it if you get that like hit the road anxiety of missing something from your packing list. The next section, this is just a bit of a scratch pad area where I have note paper if I need to make any notes. I haven't really needed to, but it's always handy to have some lined paper and some graph paper just in case you do need it. And then finally, the pen that I've been using is a Sarasa clip pen. This is in, is it called grey brown? Vintage brown. It's from the vintage collection. It's the only dark brown pen in the vintage collection, and I will pop a link below. And I just thought that this would complement the whole like Malden stone colour quite nicely, and the stone coloured stickers from Papertarie. I thought it'd be quite a nice vibe. Like, I'm very much into this cream and brown vibe at the moment, hence like the pencil case and the little corduroy bag as well. So that is it. Try to be very quick flip of how I've got this Filofax Malden set up for travel. So as I mentioned before, this isn't the first time I've downsized my planner for travel. I do have a compact Saffiano, a Filofax Saffiano planner, and I've got a video on YouTube here of how I set that one up for travel. It's very similar to this, but there might be, well, you'll be able to see how it's evolved for me because that was the first time I'd downsized. So yeah, do check that one out next, and I'll see you over there.